Good morning, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with me today. And today I am at Universal Studios with Halloween Horror Nights only a couple days away. I just wanted to come and do a quick walkthrough of where all the scare zones are going to be and where all the haunted houses are going to be, or the haunted mazes, I guess they call them. So just going to do a quick rundown, show you guys locations, and kind of enjoy Universal Studios. So if you're watching, hey, I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get started. I never realized it, but if you park in the dinosaur parking garage, they actually have the Jurassic Park theme music playing, and then you can hear dinosaurs. I guess normally when I come, it's a lot more crowded, so I don't know, I just never noticed that before. All right, so outside the Universal Studios Florida gate, they have the sign up, of course, Universal's Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. It is the 33rd annual Halloween Horror Nights, and then they have some of their haunted houses. You have Insidious, A Quiet Place, Ghostbusters, and Eternal Bloodlines. These are 4 of the haunted houses, haunted mazes that they are having this year. They have a total of 10 haunted mazes. And so this is the first scare zone. As soon as you enter the gates of Halloween Horror Nights, you must choose a path. Follow Sinister, the manifestation of visceral horror, or follow Surreal, the incarnation of unearthly terror. I don't know if they're gonna have characters up there on the stage. Maybe. It might be a cool introduction to start the show. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna head to the right. All right, so the first scare zone to the right, as soon as you get in, is going to be the Demon Queen's scare zone. Get caught in an otherworldly hellscape ripped from the darkest corners of your mind. 4 merciless queens loyal to surreal rule, surrounded by hordes of fanatical followers. Looks like the Mystery Machine is out this morning. Here is the beginning of the scare zone. You have these, I guess, I don't want to say statues, but these like placeholders. I'm assuming they're fog machines. Kind of going with the color of the purple and blue. And it looks like there is kind of a stage set up. Right now it's covered. Let's see if I can go around the side. Looks like it could be a stage to a portal to another world, something like that. And then there's another stage on the other side, so it just kind of mirrors, you know, no matter which way you're coming, you're going to get the same experience when you first come in. And you have the little fog machines and pillars, I guess, or the gates to the scare zone. We got Homer and Marge out this morning. All right, I'm going to continue on to the next one. And here's the start of this one, right next to Central Park Crepes. You can kind of see the bog camouflaged. This one is Swamp of the Undead. The description is, in backwaters, Louisiana, you unwittingly wander into private property where you're swamped by zombies born from the bodies of other trespassers who were killed and dumped in a nearby bog. Probably somebody up there. I know last year they had people like hiding out and they would jump out behind these barriers or these structures. They'll have like fog just like a bog or a swamp. And that's by SpongeBob SquarePants and E.T. All right, now if we continue walking, we are going to come to our first haunted mazes. And these are going to be on the other side of Springfield. Going through Springfield. So here in Springfield, you have the first haunted house, which is going to be the Museum Deadly Exhibits, and there is the entrance to it. Up there, right there, they'll show the wait time and all that stuff. The Museum Deadly Exhibits. You decide to visit the new Folklore Museum exhibit, the Rolling Stone, when an evil escapes from within, destroying everything in its path.
Oh, Daddy, dance!
And then coming back here is another haunted maze next to the MIB gear shop. This one is Slaughter Sinema 2. If you're dying for a B-movie horror marathon, head to the Cary Drive-In. Scream through scenes from creature features, grindhouse gore, spaghetti westerns, and more. All right, from here we're gonna go to the next two. I believe they're right next door to each other. So we're still in the World Showcase. World Expo, I mean. World Showcase is Disney. There's the Men in Black ride. This is going to be open during the during Halloween Horror Nights. This is one of the rides. Here's a couple more screens. And these look to be right here next to the Vacation Information Center. They got the two TVs, probably to show the queues, the wait times, and then I'm assuming they're gonna open this gate and they're gonna be back there. One of them is gonna be Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines, which is you get caught in an epic battle as Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein go up against Dracula's daughter and her monstrous mavens. And then the other one is going to be Goblin Feast. Enter a goblin village where a feast is being prepared for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches, and you're the main course. Then we have a food tent sponsored by Fanta. Let's see what the menu is.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. Normally they have they brew a special beer for this. It ran out last year by the time I came, so hopefully they'll have it this year when I come. There's going to be a show here, the Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus, every night at 8, 9:30, 11, and 12:30. Step right up to a dark circus, a new nightmare that carries with it a sinister curse. Get trapped in a thrilling spectacle of pyro and aerialists to the beat of a pulse-pounding rock rhythm. Sounds like a good time. Can't wait to watch it. All right, so we're gonna continue around. Next, we're gonna go to Hogwarts or Diagon Alley. This year they are going to have, just like last year, they are going to have the Death Eaters coming out. They'll do a show and then they'll be walking around Diagon Alley. And then Harry Potter Escape from Gringotts is going to be open as well. Just gonna make a quick stop in Diagon Alley. So this right here is where they'll do the show, and then the Death Eaters will come out into the crowd and walk around. So there's the train station to Hogwarts. All right, next we're gonna go through the Blumhouse Scare Zone, and it says run a terrifying gauntlet of Blumhouse characters from the Grabber to Megan, dancing into your nightmares. This is a new kind of horror. I'm assuming the stage is over here to do a show, Megan dancing or something like that. And this is what it looks like from the other direction, coming from the New York way. Our next haunted house is going to be Major Sweets Candy Factory. And on this one, you're chaperoning a field trip to a candy factory when the free samples transform the kids into candy-coated killers. So here it is by the Fast and the Furious. So Transformers is going to be open during Halloween Horror Nights, as is Revenge of the Mummy. The next scare zone we're going to come across is the Torture Fair. Come one, come all to the Renaissance Fair with devious theme of medieval torture. Brave the gloriously gory homemade torture devices till you're put out of your misery. And here's where it starts. Right now everything is covered up still. You can kind of guess what some of the things are. Like this one looks like they're shooting arrows, or maybe like a crossbow or something. Over there's the Brazen Bull, which, if you know history, they used to put people in there and then they'd light a fire under it, and as the bull heated up, it would cook the guilty people or whoever they were torturing alive. The break-in wheel. Here is a stage where they must do a show. Looks like, since it's a Renaissance fair, a king and queen. And then right here is the tribute store right across the street from the Torture Fair. And then right here is two more entrances. So one of these is Insidious The Further. Enter the Further as demons try to ensnare you. The red-faced demon will lure you into his lair. Keyface will unlock your fears, and more. Then the other one is Triplets of Terror. You're invited to the Barmy Triplets birthday celebration, but their kind of party involves recreating the murders of their entire family. So I believe this one is going to be Insidious, and this one's going to be the Triplets Murder. So the one right outside Jimmy Fallon is going to be Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. An ancient artifact has released a chilling new entity, Uraka. It'll stop you cold. Only the Ghostbusters can keep you from getting iced. So our next place, next haunted maze, is going to be A Quiet Place. But before we go there, they're gonna have another bar like they did last year, and then they have like some food carts. We got the Twilight Tavern. And then we have Twisted Tater Tots with a little dog door. It looks evil, but how can a dog be evil? And then as we keep going around the corner, we have Ivan's. With the cute little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. This is Ivan's. Well, that looks like the Ghostbusters firehouse. This is Ivan's. New York City Deli and Grocery. And they have little Stay Puffs all over it. I don't know if you caught Slimer on this one. Right there. So those look like to be the specialty food carts. Now we'll go back and continue our exploration of the haunted mazes. All right, so back to it. A Quiet Place is the next one. This is like an Insidious food cart as well. Quiet Place. Make a sound and you won't last long. Monstrous creatures will hunt you down as the world of the first two films comes to terrifying life. And then here is, I can only assume, A Quiet Place's entrance. Right by the concert area. And there is one more. So the last one is Monstruos, the monsters of Latin America. Ten Cuidado. With La Muerta as your guide, try to survive the night with three terrifying legends. Talpucci, La Lechuza, and El Silbon. And here is the entrance to Monstruos, the monsters of Latin America. Right by Minions Mayhem. Basically, you go through the first scare zone, and then you're right there. So that covers my quick tour of where all the scare zones are and where all the haunted mazes are. So which one are you looking most forward to? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.